We were taught to laugh at them. The colorful makeup, the oversized shoes, the painted-on smiles. But what if the smile never changes, even when the lights go out? Today, we're looking at 3 terrifying accounts of clowns that weren't there to make anyone laugh. From a birthday party guest that was never invited to a silent figure standing in the middle of a highway, these stories will prove that some masks aren't meant to be taken off. Lock your doors and check under the bed. Let's get started. A babysitter named Clara was watching 2 kids in a wealthy suburban home. The parents told her she could watch TV in their bedroom once the kids were asleep. When she went upstairs, she noticed a life-sized clown statue sitting in a chair in the corner. It was wearing a tattered yellow suit and holding a single red balloon. It was incredibly realistic, with wet-looking eyes and a jagged, hand-painted grin. An hour later, the statue felt closer. Clara felt a deep, primal fear. She called the father and asked, "Is it okay if I cover the clown statue in your room? It's creeping me out." There was a long silence on the other end. Then the father's voice came back, cold and panicked. "Get the kids and get out of the house, now. We don't own a clown statue." Clara turned around, and the chair was empty. The only thing left was the red balloon, floating slowly toward her. She grabbed the kids and ran, but as she looked back from the driveway, she saw the yellow-suited figure standing in the upstairs window, waving goodbye with a bloody hand. In the late 90s, a man named David was driving down a deserted highway in Nevada. Around 2 a.m., his headlights hit a figure standing on the shoulder. It was a clown, full costume, white face paint, and a massive red afro. He was holding a sign that simply said, "Are you brave?" David thought it was a prank and kept driving, but 10 miles later, there he was again, standing in the exact same pose with the same sign. David felt a chill. How could he have gotten ahead of the car? He sped up to 90 miles per hour. 5 miles later, the clown appeared a third time, but this time he was standing in the middle of the road. David slammed on the brakes, stopping just inches from him. The clown didn't move. He just slowly lowered the sign. Behind it, his mouth was sewn shut with thick black thread. He pointed to David's back seat. David looked in his rearview mirror and saw a pair of oversized floppy shoes sticking out from under his own coat. The clown outside started laughing, a wet, muffled sound coming from behind the stitches. David floored it and didn't stop until he found a police station. When they searched his car, they found the shoes, but they were still warm. .7. The Miller family moved into an old farmhouse in Maine, hoping for peace. But every night at 3:13 a.m., they heard a faint, high-pitched giggle coming from inside the walls. It sounded like a circus performer. One night, the father, Mark, took a sledgehammer to the drywall in the basement. Behind the insulation, he found a hidden crawl space. It was filled with old circus posters from the 1920s, all featuring a performer named Giggles the Great. In the corner of the crawl space sat a small wooden box. Inside was a set of dentures made of real human teeth, filed into sharp points. Mark felt a hand touch his shoulder. He turned, and there he was, a skeletal figure in a rotted clown suit, his face a mask of decayed skin and grease paint. The creature didn't attack. It just opened its toothless mouth and made the same giggling sound Mark had been hearing. Mark scrambled out, but as he reached the basement stairs, he felt a sharp tug on his ankle. He looked down and saw a gloved hand pulling him back into the dark. Mark escaped, but his family says that now, sometimes, they look at him and his smile looks just a little too wide, a little too much like giggles.
They say a clown's makeup is designed to hide their true emotions, but after these stories, you have to wonder, what exactly are they hiding? Which of these cases made you want to lock your windows tonight? Let me know in the comments, and if you have your own creepy clown encounter, share it if you dare. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more nightmare fuel. And remember, if you hear a squeak in the dark, it might not be a mouse. Good night.